My name is Adam Olliner. I'm a postdoctoral scholar in the AMP lab. Been here about a year and a half. The inception of the Carat project came about because we were starting to see people talk about energy problems on their cell phones. People were running out of battery and didn't have the information that they need to do something about this. And so we started looking at ways of not only characterizing how much energy is being used, but whether that energy use is normal. And the key thing that we had to do to make that work was to collect data from a very large number of devices and aggregate that all and run an analysis on it. Carat is an app that tells you what's using energy on your mobile device and what you can do to improve your battery life. So I'll give you specific recommendations that are personalized for your device using all the information that we've collected over all the devices that are running Carat and how much improvement you should expect by taking certain actions. We launched Carat this year, and we very quickly were featured on TechCrunch. And so a great number of people learned about the project all of a sudden, and we were expecting to maybe have 1,000 or so users at the high end. Within 24 hours, about 24 other news sources picked up the story, and by the next morning we had more than 100,000 people using Carat, and now we're approaching about 500,000 users, which was something that we never expected. The devices that have Carat installed report their data to a back-end server that runs a load balancer on AWS. It spreads it out to 5 different servers that then store the data in S3 and DynamoDB. And the analysis runs on a set of EC2 instances that we launch, perform the analysis, and then shut down. In addition to telling you what is using energy and whether or not that's normal, it'll also quantify both how much energy it thinks that this app is using and gives an error and a confidence associated with it. Probably the greatest advantage that we've gotten from AWS is the flexibility. So we had thought that we were only going to have maybe 1 to 10,000 users on the high end. And so if we had provisioned this and bought our own cluster, then within 24 hours of launching, we would have already been overwhelmed, and it would have taken us a long time to respond to this. With AWS, we could simply tell the load balancer that we wanted to spread it out to a larger number of servers, and we would just launch more EC2 instances or ones with more memory when we needed to run the analysis on this much greater number of users than we had anticipated. And so instead, we could focus more on the research and scaling the actual mathematics of the analysis and the customer service. I think Carat has the property that we were able to turn into something that people could actually just use in their daily lives. And we've gotten a lot of great feedback from people that express excitement about having control over something that previously was inaccessible to them. I'm excited about the project. I love it. I think we've been able to do things with Carat that I wasn't able to do with any of the other projects we've worked on. I think in reality, especially for projects like ours that are research, it would never have been possible for us to know beforehand exactly what we would need. And so having the ability to get that flexibility was really the key to making this work.